Hey Durga, I'm going to show you some of the details about bug 652 and what I've been looking into. I explain it in my email, but I want to show it to you. I'm not sure if I found the source of the problem, but I've certainly found a problem that may or may not be contributing to it. So I wanted to fix it, retest it to validate that it doesn't create any other problems. And then when we deploy this to the Blue Cross environment, we'll see if it does anything. If not, at least we've gotten the bug out of the way. So here's how we reproduce the bug. 55122 is the address. Type in John as a keyword, click on search, and what we'll see happen is that's a name-based match. So we'll see John's come back, basically, yep, Johnson, etc. Now, here's the bug. As I was on the way to reproducing the situation that they report in the defect, you type some other name up there, you click View All on this page, and you'll notice that I get a JavaScript error. And the problem is the JSON parsing of something at this line. I'll show it to you now. That's 2385, and that's going to be this right here. So this parse on the window unload is failing. And when I look at it statically, filter object values looks like good JSON, so it should parse. But I actually had put a statement right before this one to save a copy of filter object value in session storage to another session storage element, and it came up as undefined. So there's some weird situation in which, while a window unload is happening, the access to session storage or something isn't working quite right. So again, that's not necessarily the bug, but it's a bug. So here's what I've done to try to get rid of this problem. I will go ahead and show you. I commented out this particular unload event, and it is possible to bind a before unload event to an event handler. And apparently what that does is it actually will allow you to take this same action before the page actually starts the unload process. So now that I've turned this one on and that one off, and this is being done out on the server so it's immediately effective, I'm now going to go and do the same search process. And the good news is that you'll see it appears to fix the problem. Now, I'm a little mystified about the details of JavaScript's behavior, jQuery's behavior, when it's doing the unload versus the before unload. But it seems to have something to do with the fact that during the unload operation, there's some problem with, access to session storage or access to storage in general. But now you'll see that it actually does do exactly the right thing, same as before. It redoes the search, it looks for SMIS. We now have no JavaScript parsing error. So that appears to be a correct solution to the problem of the fact that the unload function is having problems with this stuff. And my concern is that the failure that we're seeing over in the Blue Cross environment does have something to do with this, because if this entire function runs and parse filters turns out to be a null or undefined object, then trying to put it back together with these statements may result in garbage sitting in filter object values, at least temporarily, and it may interfere with subsequent searches. So I'm hopeful that that's what it is. All right. Now, again, what we need to do, I think, is I'll check this into SVN, but I am concerned that there is indication that this particular event may not be well supported across browsers. So I'm doing my testing in Firefox. We got to test in Chrome and IE, whichever ones we typically test in. If you could have Deepak do that, just to verify that nothing's broken, so that you can continue to do these these tests here. And at least, even if it doesn't get quite the right answers, at least it doesn't get hung up and it doesn't generate a JavaScript error, and that would tell us an awful lot. So again, I will leave it this way. If Deepak finds problems, feel free to comment this back out for right now and turn this one back on temporarily so we can keep going. Hope that makes sense. Thanks. Bye.